Today in Cannabis News, a prominent drug institute informs the U.S. Congress on cannabis study hindrances caused by its Schedule I status. A bipartisan pairing of U.S. representatives present a bill to provide scientists accessibility to cannabis from state-authorized retailers. And Luxembourg draws nearer to being the only nation in Europe to legalize recreational cannabis. It's Tuesday, October 26th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, the National Institute on Drug Abuse informed Congress in a letter sent to the U.S. House and Senate Appropriations Committee that the Schedule I designation of prohibited drugs such as cannabis prevents or discourages research into their possible benefits and harms. It further stated that present constraints prohibiting researchers from examining real cannabis items available to buy at retailers are hampering studies to the point where it is a threat to public health. The letter points out that scientists are now restricted to a source of cannabis cultivated solely at the University of Mississippi, which is the only federally approved cannabis facility. Legislators and academics have long contended that the cannabis produced at the center differs from goods accessible on state-authorized sectors, casting doubt on the legitimacy of studies that rely on federal government cannabis.
Next up, the unexpected bipartisan pairing of U.S. Representatives Earl Blumenauer and Andy Harris have presented the Medical Marijuana Research Act, which intends to overcome obstacles to performing cannabis research, such as providing researchers accessibility to cannabis from state-authorized retailers. The proposal would make it easier for scientists to register for and be permitted to analyze cannabis, and it would give federal regulators specific dates to respond to their requests. Researchers would also be able to alter their study techniques without needing to obtain federal authorization under the proposal. It's outrageous that we are outsourcing leadership in that research to Israel, the United Kingdom, Canada, and others. It's time to change the system, said Blumenauer. The House passed a similar iteration of the cannabis research bill in December 2020. The Senate approved a comparable proposal a few days after, but no bill made it to then-President Trump's office by the conclusion of the previous Congress. A bipartisan team of lawmakers reintroduced their cannabis research bill for the present 117th Congress previously this year.
Last up, Luxembourg is on track to becoming the first nation in Europe to federally legalize cannabis, with the Justice and Homeland Security Ministries releasing a bill that would permit personal possession and production of the plant. The bill still must go to Parliament for a vote and is anticipated to be approved. But Justice Minister Sam Tamsin stated that they are seeking to remove international constraint before devising a system of regulations for cultivating and selling cannabis, alluding to the United Nations charter requirements that several U.S. states, as well as other nations such as Canada and Uruguay, have blatantly disobeyed. Adults aged 18 years and up may cultivate a maximum of 4 plants within the cannabis bill, but within the plant structure, carrying over 3 grams publicly would remain a crime punishable by a ticket of 25 to 500 euros. The highest penalty for cannabis possession is presently 2,500 euros.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm Devin Leal.
And I'm RJ Balde, signing off.